A highway wanders through the desert. A tumbleweed drifts past a dusty dive bar. A coyote shrieks out to no one in particular. Someone's bleeding out in a bathroom stall. The stars tonight are bright, but not nearly bright enough. This place does not exist, and yet, here you are. Welcome to San Arroyo, kindred. We here at Dubious Creatures present to you the vampire with no name.
Is one of the squishies near me?
I'd say Ash is currently the closest to you right now. The rest of you are either deeper into the facility or catching up.
Comforting Jeremy at the moment.
I'm popping toughness.
Yeah, I'm going to pop fleetness and pull out unsheath the sword.
Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
The moment that door opened, the music reached its crescendo.
Fuck. Stands up, actually very abruptly, looking past you, Aster, at where the monster's coming out from. Jeremy is actually going to walk towards where the monster's coming out.
Okay.
Cautiously follow.
That's when you hear the snarl and the sound of what sounds like multiple sides of beef hitting the concrete floor all at once. Ash and Raleigh, you're the closest. I need both of you to make Dex plus Athletics check.
Yep. I failed my rouse check for fleetness, so I'm up to hunger for let's go.
I'm gonna just rouse to try to get away more. Oh, yeah, welcome back, Hunger. Somehow I think this is, okay, 4 successes.
6 successes with a messy critical.
I'm going to say with a messy critical, that feeling of self-preservation that was kicking in before, it fully kicks in now. You drop the sword, you run, you are in the middle of a fear frenzy. Poor Ash tears into you, this bloody and roaring thing. And how much fortitude do you have?
I have 2 dots of fortitude.
Okay, so good news. You only take 1 point of superficial damage.
Okay.
There's a low roll for it, but all the same, its claws are in you, hooking into you, nearly taking you straight off your feet with the impact, and you feel like you should be more injured than you end up being as you slam back into a machine in the opposite row hard enough to dent the metal. But at the moment, you don't have time to worry about that because it's here. It's in front of you. And it's pissed.
It looks like it's distracted by Ash, right?
Seems to be. What are the rest of you doing?
Jeremy looks at Aster and says, I'm gonna do something very stupid here. And Jeremy's gonna slip up, trying to look like he's like cowering and trying to slip around. Basically, I'm doing an exaggerated, I'm not a threat, oh god, I'm cowering thing, but I'm trying to slip up close enough that I can stab him in the back.
Okay. Give me a resolve plus performance check. We're having a good time tonight, aren't we?
Yeah. I'm trying to make the music stop. So this is my cunning plan to make the music stop, is to stab it. So this is not going to go well.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, a 7 messy crit.
Yes, unfortunately. So the music does not stop. The music intensifies. All of a sudden, you're wrong. This isn't a horror film. This is some straight out splatterhouse stuff, and you're right in the middle of it.
Fuck.
And it sees you as the weaker target. You have its full attention. As it rounds on you, you swear to God, that soundtrack ramps up almost like it's waiting for the long take, over graphic finishing move that'll reduce you to bloody chunks for the rest of the audience to marvel at. Aster, Crowe.
I'm if I've heard noise, especially from behind me, I'm probably going to drop into being a little bit more stealthy and work my way back as quietly as possible to hopefully maybe jam the stake in this thing without it seeing me.
Give me Dex plus Stealth.
Let's willpower that. That comes out to 8 success critical, and I do hit hunger 3.
All right. You see it rounding on Jeremy as Ash tries to pry themselves out of the, them-shaped indent they left in the washing machine behind them. Try really hard not to let yourself think too much about a similar situation with a looming bestial figure in the dark, and instead keep low, trying to get the angle on it. You just need that perfect moment. Sebastian told you where, right between the third and fourth rib. Which just leaves you, Aster.
Aster will just pick up a rock or whatever that happens to be on the floor and throw it at this thing to try to get its attention away from Jeremy.
Oh boy, everybody's got their own brilliant plans, don't they? Give me Dex plus Athletics.
Sure. That would be a messy critical.
You know, there are other kinds of criticals.
Hey, sorry.
You grab a loose piece of machinery and huck it, thinking that this is your one shot to keep it from eviscerating the cowering Jeremy. Unaware of the stake he's currently got clutched just out of view, it smacks against the thing's head, and it turns, and that, in the half-light of the fallen, slightly flickering flashlight, you get a split-second view of lank, dark, blood-slicked hair, gaunt, sallow features, skin so devoid of life that it's practically grayish, and those eyes, those horrible, staring red eyes.
It doesn't match any of my nightmares, does it? Probably not.
No, but this is rapidly turning into a new one as it leaps.
Oh, God.
Soaring through the space, and it's in front of you, it's on top of you, almost faster than you could react. Give me another Dex plus Athletics roll. Now you can, if you so choose, rouse the blood. You are capable of that, but you only get one bonus die.
In this situation, we've never roused before, but this is one of those fight or flights, and doesn't have any other option than to fight.
All right. So
3 successes?
Are you satisfied with that number?
Not really.
Would you like to?
I'm gonna reroll. Let's do that. 5 successes.
That's better. It leaps down, and its claws are so sharp, it carves furrows in the concrete where you were standing a second before, but something inside of you surges, something twists, and you move just barely a degree faster than its massive leap can catch you. But only just. You felt the force of that blow stir your hair. Crowe, its back is to you. It's now or never.
I'm going for it.
All right. It's a cold shot. Strength plus melee.
That is a messy critical of 6 successes.
6 successes. You have it. You see it. And as you rush into motion, a black silhouette against a black background, something changes in you, in your physicality. If you'd like to describe for us what your bane looks like when it comes to the 4.
Visually, probably wouldn't be super noticeable to anyone yet, as she's wearing this sort of hooded cardigan situation, but anybody who could see would probably begin to see like feathers starting to come in through her neck and around her hairline. She has it looks like she has feathers in her hair at first glance, but you would actually see that they are starting to ruffle at the neck.
You stab from behind. A perfectly executed blow that probably make Raleigh jealous were she here to observe the proceedings. You feel it impact, cutting through the rough cloth of whatever rags this thing is still wearing, hit the skin underneath, and you nearly break your hand as the stake turns to splinters, leaving you holding maybe a few inches of 2x4.
Fuck.
It lashes out, just blindly, a savage backhand. Give me Dex plus Athletics.
Well, it's 4 successes on another messy critical.
Unfortunately, it's not enough.
Yep.
Tank 5 points, unhalved superficial damage as it catches you with the back of its hand. The claws in the back screen scoring against the side of your face, nearly taking out one of your eyes. And you feel yourself spin in the air for a moment, just from the force alone. Raleigh.
Yes.
You're outside. You
Yeah.
aren't even cognizant of how you get in here. You just know you ran out here, shut the door behind you, and now you're panting with breaths you don't need. You've never been this scared in your life.
Not even when I was dying.
And even worse, you can hear it. You can hear it snarling. You can hear the crashing. It's killing them. And you can't move. You can't breathe. You can't.
But I have to. It's not even a can I? It's I have to. I have to go back in there. I have to help them. I can't make my feet move. If they're gonna all die, and it's gonna be my fucking fault that I wasn't there to help them.
Give me another willpower check.
Come on, Anderson, stubbornness. No, it's only 1 success.
No, you can't. You can't do it. You sink down to your knees and clasp your hands over your ears, trying to drown out the sounds from within. Ash. Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's bad. You didn't see the stake shatter, but you saw the thing that rolled out of Crowe's hand when she was very nearly decapitated. So you can put 2 and 2 together.
Ash is going to try to cross the distance to try to pull anybody's ass out of the fire.
Right now, it's equidistant from 3 people.
I think that they're gonna go for Aster.
Okay.
You know what? No, they're gonna go for Jeremy.
All right. Jeremy, this is going so wrong.
Well, it told that the stake shattering means that when she's like snuck up on it, tells me that there's nothing we can do here. I think Jeremy's just kind of like watching, like hearing the splatter music playing. Then he kind of reaches into his pocket, he pulls out his lighter, he like looks at it, and he's kind of looking at this thing. I'm gonna round back around. There was a utility closet, right?
Well, a lot is happening right now.
I don't. That's what. Jeremy's gonna go running, looking for chemicals.
Give me a wits plus investigation check.
Sure. Fuck it. Just my willpower. Nope. Still 2.
2 successes. Somebody dropped the flashlight. It's too dark, and there's too much going on, and there's too much goddamn noise, and you just hold the lighter out, almost talismanic, but it's seemingly not even paying attention to it anymore. It's rounding on the currently still supine Crowe just like it did with that guy at the rave, like it's about to bite down and feed. Ash is running forward. You're not sure towards who exactly, but you're running at the danger, despite everything in your head screaming you to do the exact opposite. Aster, you're literally on the back foot, panting, trying to just scoot away as fast as possible. Crowe, there are things sloshing around in your skull that probably shouldn't be doing that. And Raleigh, you're outside just trying to shut it all out. And in the midst of all of that, just as the fangs are inches from Crowe's throat, you hear, "Hey!" And a banging noise. Somebody pounding on metal. And you see, further back, towards the area that you were just about to make a mad dash for, Jeremy, another pair of red eyes and a familiar voice. Hey, come on. I started with a small fry, yeah? Come on, I got the shit you want. You hear Sebastian's voice as this thing snarls on all fours, looking like it's about to pounce, when suddenly it doesn't. It seems almost weirdly transfixed as Sebastian steps into the light, his shining eyes now almost reptilian slits, or perhaps that's just another trick of the illumination, as he is staring this thing's down, hands spread wide, slowly maneuvering. Yeah, that's it. Look at you. Fucking look at you. He looks at you, Jeremy, just for a moment. Give me a intelligence or wits plus insight roll.
3 successes.
He looks at you, his eyes flick to you, and then suddenly they flick to one of the large laundromats. Its door open. It's inside, relatively barren. As you can see, he is maneuvering himself in such a way that he is standing directly in front of that opening, just past the open door.
Jeremy is going to look like he's cowering and running and frantically looking around, make his way in that direction and flee in that direction. And as soon as he steps out of sight around it, I'm going to cloak of shadows and be hidden right behind the door, ready to close it.
It seemingly isn't paying attention to you. It's paying attention to him, some strange, almost hypnotic effect it's having against this creature as it continues to pad and chuff and hiss. So recognizingly human and yet so very bestial, its claws scraping against the concrete, setting up showers of sparks. Meanwhile, Sebastian, look at you. He chased me up and down the damn county once upon a time. Well, what are you waiting for? I'm right here. Something changes in the air. The thing lets out a bellow and charges forward. Jeremy.
Yep.
Give me composure or resolve plus athletics.
There it is. Crit 6.
Nice. At the last possible moment, Sebastian ducks aside, having successfully baited this particular bull. He doesn't come out of it completely unscathed, though. The creature's claws tag his bare shoulder, leaving nasty rents, but its sheer momentum causes it to sail into this cast iron coffin, and you shut the door behind it so hard you practically feel whatever mechanism was keeping it together squeak and seize, sealing it shut tighter than any lock could. You all take a beat, and then you all hear from inside of this massive washer muffled roaring and then thumping, and you watch as the metal begins to deform outwards and claws rake through, scoring massive rents from the inside. And Sebastian just looks at you, Jeremy, and says, yeah, this is the part where we run.
Ash is going to pick up whoever is closest and firefighter carry them out. Whoever is closest.
I believe that would be Crowe.
All right.
Aster does not need to be told twice. She is booking it.
You're all booking it. Raleigh,
Yeah.
give me one more willpower check.
3 successes.
You finally managed to come down out of it, that seizing animal fear that wasn't so much keeping you, wasn't so much making you run away as it was keeping you from running back in. That just sense of overriding self-preservation, like a feral creature inside your ribcage, just scrabbling and clawing for release. You finally managed to stand up, fists clenched, teeth gritted, look up and... Wait, what the hell? Is that? You look directly across the street, and you see a car parked on the opposite side, and you swear, just for a moment, you catch a glimpse of that woman from the bar, ducking back into the car. But you don't have time to process that because immediately the door behind you flies open, and all of your friends and Sebastian come rushing out at speed.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Running.
hi, we're running.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Do you head back to your own vehicle, or do you just book it?
I don't. I think, yeah, we'll try to run back to the vehicle, and if Crowe is not in a space to drive, fuck it, we'll drive. Raleigh will drive. I will drive.
How are you doing, Crowe?
Not good. On a scale of alive to final death, about halfway there.
You pile into the car, and bereft of the driver, Sebastian gets into the front seat as 3 of you are kind of holding Crowe across your laps. Another one of you gets into the passenger, and he just floors it. Though he seems more elated than scared as he actually punches the roof. He's like, yeah, fuck you canny fuck. As he flips the bird out the window towards the rapidly shrinking exterior of the laundromat. Oh, man. Whew.
Ash, who is like right behind, I think is right behind Sebastian's like, not that I don't like cheating death. I think you're a little too happy about getting one over on this guy.
Sorry, that was cathartic for reasons I can't really get into right now.
That makes it hard because we gotta turn around and go back and I guess light the place on fire.
I mean, hey, you wanna sign your own death warrant after I put on that whole dog and pony show? Be my guest, but no.
No, the answer is if we don't kill it, we're all going to be executed. So that's kind of, it's either it kills us or we kill it.
Yeah, I kind of... You ever hear of a zero-sum game?
Yeah, plenty of times.
I was a poli-sci major. Shoot me.
Well, see, you're kind of caught in the middle of one because you're assuming that they're not just going to fucking ash all of you once you're done.
I had that thought.
Thought about that too.
But don't worry, Daddy's home. He's gonna take care of everything. In a roundabout sort of way. Yeah, now can't go back to your place. Probably watching that like a hawk. Need to stop over for a sec. And he's driving you out. You're already in Little Hollywood, but he's driving you out towards one of the old industrial parks, just this expanse of kind of dirty, trash-strewn blacktop in the shadow of what used to be some of the more industrial areas that serviced kind of an ancillary role to the mine. As he stops the car rather abruptly, opens it back up, and opens up the passenger doors like, get her here.
Yeah, they hand over Crowe.
Hey, how you feeling? Come on, talk to me.
Oh, like shit.
You did so good. You
I
did so good.
fucking put it right where you said, and it fucking shattered.
Yeah, because he's a crusty old fuck, and even with his mind gone, he wasn't going to go down easy. And they knew that, and they sent you into the teeth of that anyway. You hungry?
Very.
All right, come here. Get something for what ails you.
I can't with everybody else watching.
Shit. Right. Okay. Later.
Yeah.
Okay. Stands up. So, y'all are fucked.
Yeah.
Let's not make any days between this catch-22 of a quest they got you going on and those wannabe Van Helsings that have been tailing you ever since the dive bar. Yeah, things are not looking good for all y'all, but don't panic. I may have just the thing.
Okay, are you going to leave us in suspense, or?
Do you just happen to have some napalm lying around?
Oh, I got a different category of secret weapon in mind, but here's the thing. You're new, so I'll be gentle. You're gonna owe me for this.
Okay.
I somehow didn't think you were doing this out of the kindness of your heart, at least for the four of us.
Yeah.
So you agree? You all are gonna owe me for this.
Look, our options are fucked or fucked. I don't think we have any other option.
What are we going to owe you?
Nothing in particular, just want to hear you say it.
Below you.
We shall owe you.
We'll owe you.
And your line is...
He'll owe you.
Works for me. Okay. Just another fucking night in San Arroyo. Okay. He gets back into the car, in the driver's seat, and he starts to drive off. This time, heading back into the city. Wherever he's going, it's clearly not close to where you currently were, so you have a bit of time to talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, after a minute, I'm going to look at everyone else and say, I'm so sorry for running. I don't know what happened. One moment I was looking down at it, and the next I was outside, and I couldn't move. It was the worst anxiety and panic attack rolled into one.
You heard what Sebastian said. It wouldn't have mattered if you were there or not. He's a crusty old bastard. Wasn't getting through to it anyways.
Yeah, if any of you have been in a life or death fight before last month, raise your hand.
Raises her hand.
Yeah, raises her hand.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, I was going to say that excuses us, but, well, shit.
Yeah, that's kind of how I just do the kind of the slice across the neck thing. Is just I beat the shit out of my sire as he was trying to drink from me.
Side eyes you.
It's fine. It's gonna get handled. And everybody can just go back to their respective corners and don't have to worry about the ones on top anymore.
Yeah, well,
Amen
running
to
back to LA is sounding better and better by the day.
You say that.
Something about vampires in the valley. I don't know.
It's just like Tom Petty didn't know the half of it.
Yeah, Nick made that exact same joke.
Fucking... Wow, okay. Prick stealing my jokes now. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just up here. And, find yourselves... You're out near the airport. Mira Loma Regional Airport. As the name implies, not exactly an impressive sight, to be sure. It originally used to be an Air Force base. Sometime during World War II, got sold to the city afterwards. It's a little outside the actual outskirts, near but opposite where you previously were, nearer to Stryber University and the campus, as he takes you through the old gateway. Seemingly there's no one on duty as you cross the airfield towards one of these large, almost silo-style hangars. He pulls up directly outside of it, gets out, and leaning in. All right, you kids behave yourselves for a second. I gotta go have a slightly awkward conversation. Be back in a sec.
Okay.
Great.
You watch as he walks up to the rather diminutive. The hangar itself is sealed, but there's a rather diminutive-looking side door set next to it, which he bangs on twice. You see, it opens up a crack. He says something to whoever's inside, and there is light pouring out through that crack. There is some sort of activity in there. Eventually, the door opens. He walks in. The door closes just as fast.
Raleigh's doing the thing where, your leg is bouncing constantly because she's really fucking hungry. I'm up to hunger 4.
Because of obviously haven't lived your entire life with other people making decisions for you before. So this was exactly what I didn't want.
I think it was... We had to make the best of a shit situation.
Sure. Well, that's why wouldn't this happen?
Something is telling me that we're living under real politic rules, and we've got to do whatever we can so that we don't get subsumed.
Yeah, because if...
Oh no, they're gonna kill us.
If they kill me, they're probably gonna kill Taylor. They're gonna kill my boyfriend, and you know what? Fuck it, I die. It's fine, but he's completely innocent in this, so at least want to make sure he stays okay.
I refuse to die.
Nice. Must be nice having people to fucking care about. Okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, it is nice, Mr. Guilt Trip.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm frankly just too stubborn to die twice before I turn 25.
I can feel that. For me, it's 30.
So, if he was following us, what are the odds Anselm was also following us?
Probably. He said he would be watching us.
So, we're being followed here.
Probably.
And being followed by other people. So...
Sebastian followed us because I called for him.
Okay.
But, we know that Anselm was probably following us because he told us to our faces and told us he wasn't going to do anything, so...
Sebastian wouldn't be stupid enough to drive somewhere out here for something this secretive if he knew that Anselm was following us, or if he even thought that.
Yeah, well...
So the question is, where is this place we've been taken to, and why aren't we worried that Anselm would follow us here?
This is the shitty airport. I mean, frankly, it's the fact is that like this is like 6 Cessnas and the occasional drug smuggler. This is the middle of nowhere in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So why did he think this is a safe place to take us? That's the question, is why is this safe?
It's $1 million question. I don't know anything about Crowe's vampire dad. So I don't know. Crowe, do you have any idea why we were brought out here?
No, but I've learned to trust him. He hasn't fucked me over yet.
We'll unpack that later.
It's the yet part that freaks me out.
Everybody at some point is gonna fuck you over. He hasn't
I
given
know
me a
that
reason to
very well.
not trust him.
Oops.
And if you
Fair.
guys don't trust, then feel free to get the fuck out of the car and walk your happy asses wherever the fuck you need to go.
I don't have any other better option at this moment, so I'm gonna see where this fucking rabbit hole leads.
Sometimes you
go.
got to take a leap of faith.
Exactly.
We're gonna really need a bigger car if we're gonna keep doing this.
Agreed.
Somebody want to buy it for me? That would be great. I've had this piece of shit since I was like 16.
As you say that, you do see apparently someone else is joining you as the door to the hangar opens. You get a quick, brief flash of a cavernous, brightly lit space and some kind of activity going on in the background. Multiple bodies moving around before it shuts just as quickly, and you see Sebastian, but he's not alone. There's someone else with him. Another man, dark hair, shaved on the sides, bearded, wearing dress pants, polished loafers, and a vest and tie over a crisp white dress shirt, the sleeves rolled up to reveal a frankly bewildering assortment of complicated, almost esoteric looking tattoos that completely cover every inch of exposed skin, clashing wildly with this otherwise very composed, refined appearance.
Not gonna lie, I kind of vibe with it.
Oh, he's
Same.
he's kind of hot.
Mm-hmm.
Crowe, you recognize this guy.
Who is it?
It's the guy who was talking to Marco that night.
Oh shit.
The one that he seemed so flustered about.
Yeah.
He stops maybe halfway to the car and folds his arms across his chest as Sebastian crosses the rest of the distance, opens up the door and says, "Okay, word of advice, best behavior. There are people you shouldn't fuck with, and then there are people you shouldn't fuck with. You get me?
Loud and clear.
Cool. Come on out and meet the neighbors."
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of the car and point to pull back the hood on the hoodie so my hair is visible and guess start walking towards this stranger.
Ash gets out of the car, and I think that there are now several buttons missing on this shirt because they haven't changed, and they've gone into multiple fights with this particular suit, and it's just looking worse and worse.
Aster will get out of the car and make a point to kind of take off her gloves, stuff them in her hoodie pocket.
Sebastian stays back near the car as you approach this figure who just looks at each of you almost appraisingly. He has a very intense eyes, very dark brown, almost black. He looks at you, Jeremy. You did a wonderful cover of Moonlight Sonata when I was at Provence once.
Thanks.
Quite enjoyed it. Not a lot of love for classical music these nights.
That piano's too good for the bar.
It really is. Before I start, I take it that your most recent excursion didn't go particularly well.
Yeah, you could say that, yes.
Was not the outcome we hoped for.
Less than optimal.
And you are all quite new, if I'm given to understand.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Well, I have heard of you, but I do not believe that we have been formally introduced. My name is Rafe Patton. I am the regent of the Miraloma Chantry and primogen of Clan Tremere. And I realize these words mean nothing to you at this exact moment of time. But nonetheless, introductions are important. So I will now ask you who you are.
know who I am.
Yes, Mr. Reed. I'm aware.
Hi. Raleigh Asher. Coterie.
I enjoyed your last film.
Thank you.
We've met before, but name's
Have we?
Crowe. Yeah. Used to work at a bookstore.
Ah, yes, the Scarlet Sage. You're one of Marco's friends.
Employees. Well, ex-employee, given the new situation and everything, but
And you have your grandfather's eyes. He's looking at Ash.
Ash, fully ducks their head like somebody who is being observed way too presently and clears their throat. Thank you. Ash Crawford, progeny of Mary Gillen.
So she finally... Well. And you would be? Turning to Aster.
Aster sticks out her hand. It's like Aster Noland.
He takes your hand and shakes it. His palm and fingers are rough, calloused. Again, clashing with his otherwise debonair appearance as someone who clearly, at one point in time, was used to a fair amount of manual labor. A pleasure, despite the circumstances.
Agreed.
Your compatriot Sebastian has called in a rather considerable marker in order to arrange this meeting. He furnished me with a brief description of the task that's been set ahead of you. My question is, what do you think the purpose of this goose chase is exactly?
To kill us so they don't have to do it?
Yeah, there's a bit of that. Maybe there's at least they can pretend to say they tested us and found us wanting.
Humiliate the people who made us.
That is certainly one interpretation.
Baptism by fire, perhaps.
That is another. There's a certain level of expediency to it all that suggests that there may have been an ulterior motive at play. I doubt Anselm would tell you, or much care, regardless. He is jaded, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
But the creature that you're facing, it is most certainly beyond the abilities, and I mean no offense by this, of a menagerie of fresh fledglings.
Lovely.
But there may be a way. Will be difficult, but likely result in less general demise and collateral damage. Tell me, you managed to locate what was previously our city's sheriff, our, how to describe it? Principal law enforcement officer, if you will. As you probably experienced, he was, and still is, to many respects, a formidable creature, and yet you managed to locate him with impressive alacrity. So what have you learned so far?
That it is very tough, very fast, very strong, and has very sharp claws.
That somebody wanted us to find him.
And that a former radio host who now lives in a trailer park was ranting about him, as well as talking about vampires before he got arrested and charged with a restraining order.
I see. Then, I will not waste your time. I know of a way to weaken Masav to a degree that you should, in theory, be able to confront and apprehend or destroy him, depending on what you feel best suits your collective purpose. However, I will require your assistance in this matter.
I didn't think you were going to do it on your own.
A boon is a boon, but as with everything in this unlife, there are conditions.
Of course.
And in the future, I would advise that you refrain from owing favors, looks pointedly in Sebastian's direction, without good cause or justification. We take such social currency quite seriously.
Noted.
Yeah. It's like I never left LA.
Yeah, seriously.
The means by which I would go about this process are of an occult nature, and one not easily explained. But suffice it to say, it will require you to gather components.
Will we be getting a list?
The list in of itself is an interesting debacle. How to phrase this? Masav, the kindred that you were tasked with hunting down, he is old. Perhaps one of the oldest of our kind still dwelling within the city limits. And as a result, he has lived a long and somewhat storied unlife. Kindred are as much creatures of memory and experience as they are creatures of flesh and blood. And over the decades, centuries, he will have developed keepsakes, touchstones, if you will, items that were of some great personal significance to him at one point or another. I will require these items if I am to be successful in this endeavor. At least 5 of them. That should suffice.
And once we've collected these items, this will be able to exert some sort of weakness on him.
Nothing so abstract. No, he will be weakened. He will be diminished. That connection can be exploited, even in his frenzied state. Gather enough of the associated items, and you'll be as weak as a kitten by the time I'm done.
Okay. Next question. This might be a wild one. Do you have a place to start looking?
A few.
Yes. Oh, awesome.
Understand, Sebastian has been useful in the past, but I am not simply assisting you because I simply feel the need to repay a particular debt, but because ultimately a rampaging white in any municipality ultimately serves no one.
White?
Ah, yes. Forgive the jargon. A vampire that has been lost to his baser impulses. A creature, a thing, a white.
Well, good to have a name for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Afraid your education in the near future will have to be somewhat abridged.
I'd like a proper education at some point.
It's, par for the course for me.
I personally hold education, especially of such matters, particularly sacrosanct, but unfortunately, we are operating on something of a timetable. As I said, a white rampaging about ultimately serves no one, and the longer it's allowed to remain in the wild, well, I imagine you were in its lair. You probably experienced firsthand the results.
Yeah. Saw them for sure.
Horror music, it's splattered film.
Gives you a curious glance at that, but continues. I have some leads. Some more straightforward than others. But I would incentivize you to pursue any and all leads you can find yourself. Not simply due to expediency, but also because if I have heard of them, then it is likely that other kindred have. And as you have experienced firsthand, there are those seeking to twist the situation in their favor.
one way of putting it.
This former radio jockey that you mentioned, if he is even tangentially aware of the situation, that too might be a place to start.
Indeed. It's might be a little bit of a trip, but it's a investigation worth pursuing, I think.
Yeah.
Dawn is approaching, and you all have your own lives on the line. So I will not keep you any further. However, perhaps simply due to my own objection to the frankly appalling lack of foreknowledge, I will answer one question from each of you before departing.
Am I allowed to contact you in the future?
I do not possess a cellular phone nor any other Wi-Fi enabled device. I would also not advise trespassing on the airport grounds after dark.
Wouldn't do that.
What was the book that you were looking for that night?
An architectural and sociological curiosity. The Pueblos, in particular, left behind by the indigenous peoples in this region of the world, particularly fascinate me, and I find an interesting level of syncretism between them and the ancient cultures of the Levant.
If he still hasn't been able to track it down, let me know. I might be able to help.
I may hold you to that. Simply remember my earlier warning about owing favors.
You any good at helping to decipher visions?
Visions.
Yeah. I saw something when I died and it didn't feel like your normal, death thing. There's something about it that keeps bugging me.
Not my particular forte, but I may know some individuals who are more adept at that sort of interpretation. You aren't one of those people that shirks at the thought of organized religion, are you?
It was, parents are Roman Catholic. I did the thing. I don't have anything for it. I don't have anything against it.
He doesn't elaborate.
Done.
Well, if there's nothing else.
Well, did you really know Josiah, or are you just saying that because you've seen the movies?
He looks at you. A colleague of mine attempted to convince him to star in his magnum opus sometime in the late 60s. He turned it down in favor of a film, I believe, titled Last Sundown, which was filmed not terribly far from this very location.
They smile a little bit and shrug and it's like, interesting. You're not the first person to say it.
I've been here a long time, and there are others who have been here longer still.
What's going to happen if we do kill him?
Then you will have defied the odds and secured your formal introduction into the Ivory Tower. You'll be held to accounting. You will be instructed in all ways, and you will be allowed to perpetuate your existence within this domain, or, if that is not to your liking, pursue the remainder of your own life elsewhere. You will be, for lack of a better term, free to decide your own destiny from that point forward. However, as with most worthwhile things, it will not be earned easily. Now, I really must return to my work, and you all should return to your havens post-haste, as we're quite far out into the desert and there's not a terrible amount of cover from the sun out here.
Yeah.
Thank you for both the information and the assistance, Regent Patton.
When you have the items, reach out to Sebastian. he will in turn reach out to me, and we may yet put this whole sorry matter to bed.
Sounds like a plan.
Until then. That he nods at all of you perfunctly and turns back to the hangar.
Well, yeah, I'm certainly not going to waste any time because I have to get back to the hotel and oh my god, I'm hungry. Should really do something about that before I sleep.
Like to get back to my house.
As you walk back to the car, Sebastian's just leaning up against the front. Big, slightly feral grin across his face. Well, kids, how'd you like your first meeting with a goddamn wizard?
Apparently, we've already met.
Not exactly what I was expecting, but pretty good.
We go home now.
I was admittedly hoping for something a bit. Yeah, fine. We can go home. What a night. What a fucking night.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Mm-hmm.